Cocklebiddy, and we leave our intrepid veterans to repair the machines and head fast towards the Flinders Ranges, while the veteran cars use the asphalt, more in keeping with their age. In the older rallies, the old air highway was gravel.
Fast plane, a trip that will take us into the night.
Our film crew camped, as Birtles and Ferguson would have done. Birtles once wrote, "If you haven't camped under the Outback's night canopy of jewelled stars, you haven't lived yet."
Down into the bottom here, it really is a magnificent sight in daytime, but unfortunately only the first 10 or 15 cars would have seen that. From here on in, it's all dark, and they can't really appreciate how close to the edge of disaster they're driving.
Sounds like a good scheme. $15, $10, $5, $4, $3, $2, $1, go.
About the science and as I say.
5. It's a long way to go.
Driver Ross Duncan, whose collision with a kangaroo cost him a wheel and several minutes, dropping him to 27th place.
While some will enjoy a peaceful day's rest, Redgate will work frantically on luckily a simple engine to remove and weld parts of the piston destroyed by contaminated petrol in the Outback.
There's spare tooth there.
I wrote round a tree so we could pull the front off the fan belt. Apart from that, it's been a gentle morning.
You've dropped back a few places?
I imagine we might have dropped a little. Absolutely shocking, and great tree roots everywhere. Can't see from the dust. The road book gave certain hazards, but there were many, many more. I mean, there were trees across the road.
Very slippery, especially when you're making a diversion, you get the soft sand, and the car just goes and keep on going. I think we collected trees on every corner. Brew bar's a bit bent, but apart from that, it was fine. We had to just pull the wing off the front wheel. I suppose it was a minute and a half, something like that, but otherwise it went all right. But once you get behind someone in the dust, you can't get close enough to even think about passing them.
10 kilometres from the end, we came to a detour in very deep mud, dust rather, that had been churned up by the previous cars, and we got stuck on a stump in the middle of it, in a root. And we lost about 15, 20 minutes. But that's what marathons are all about. We're still going, the car's still intact. We're just very dusty. It's easy to get a puncture too. There are lots of roots and rocks there. You've got to get off the track, change it, and of course you get covered in dust if another car goes by. But there'll be a lot of punctures, and I suspect where we went in, there'll be a lot of people stuck, because I think we were the first to get the really bad dust. The previous ones had churned it up for us nicely, and we just struck it. Very tight turn around this fallen tree, and when we got into it, there were deep ruts, and of course we didn't see the roots underneath, which snagged the middle of our car, and the wheels were just spinning in the dust, and we had to jack it up and put rocks and bits of bracken and roots under each wheel, both sides, and then get going. We were there for 5-6 minutes before the first car came, and then the second, and then Andrew Cowan, who's someone we were proud to have been in front of, finally came along, and so I guess he's ahead of us now by a minute or two.
Extremely difficult. I mean, you really had to concentrate all the time. It was very, very easy to be tempted to go quickly. And in this forest here were lots of stumps along the side of the road, and if you went quickly, just caught one of those stumps, you could have been out the rally. A lot of control was necessary in there, a lot of control.
There was a bit of rain at one stage. Did you cop any of that?
Yeah, we had the wipers on for about 10 kilometres.
How did that affect the dust?
Not at all. I mean, it was just a few spits in the stream.
Ported out on the twin old and new air highways. In '68, competitors didn't have a choice. After early good bitumen, almost to the South Australian border, by the ruins of the old telegraph station, the surface was sand and progress was slow. The old telegraph station is still there, only just underneath the world's longest cave systems. And to the south, towering 100-metre limestone cliffs that drop sheer into the pounding Southern Ocean. An ocean that has carved out an inspiring, rugged coast that offers a wealth of sights. Lookouts provide panoramic views of the Great Australian Bight, the best views near the sand drifts at the head of the bight.
As our veterans pull into the long-awaited rest stop at Eucla, they still find talk of the world famous Nullarbor nymph, supposedly seen running blonde and naked with kangaroos. Well, it gives the little isolated town something to talk about. Our Clement car owner and ex-London to Sydney entrant has a little bother with his differential.
Conrod, we've melted down the piston.
What, this is all on the same day?
No, yesterday.
All right.
You've done a Maggie this morning.
Yeah? You're going well.
Yeah. Now, what you're saying? You got works. Oh, yeah. I think those cogs on chains, they're different, so that cog there is going to fit that Maggie. Right? Yep. I'll get this off. Oh, that might be the same. No, that's a different size cog, see, one's belt the drive.
Oh.
All you need is time.
And unfortunately, you've got time constraints on this event.
Well, we've got a couple of hours this afternoon before it gets dark. We've got 300 odd kilometres tomorrow, which is about a 9-hour day.
We flew the bike into Perth and flew over ourselves. It's a 1910 Indian, 2-speed, 1000cc. Yeah, it's been going pretty good, but just today we got a little bit too hot and I think I might have a fault in the carburetor. It ran a bit lean and seized up, and she's now terminal. She's ruined the front piston. pole nut.
See, Oliver's got him going.
And then you can take that air cleaner snout off if you like to. I think one of them's got a yeah, I do.
Alright.
So hang on a minute, you've been adjusting that, has that made any difference?
Southern road from the west to the east coast. Here we go, here we go. Great Southern